All right, and boom. What is up, everybody? It's me, J-Rod, the filmmaker, former film major, frequent fighting game from Philadelphia, and we have just come off of a weekend of eating as fighting game players. I guess not even just a weekend, almost an entire week of fighting game related reveals. Obviously, there were a lot of general gaming reveals. It was a huge week for gaming in general, but I love that the fighting game got just a nice little chunk of this weekend specifically for ourselves. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we had a lot of different showcases last week. Starting off with Wednesday, we had the PlayStation Showcase, or PlayStation State of Play. Sorry, there's a difference apparently between the two. We had the PlayStation State of Play last Wednesday, and while most of the things that were revealed didn't get me too interested, they had one major fighting game reveal, and that was Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is going to be a new tag fighting game with Marvel characters. No Capcom, because this one's made by Arc System Works, but it looks insane. It looks absolutely good, and like we've only had that one teaser trailer for an entire week, and people are still just finding things within that trailer and creating memes, dissecting it, thinking about it, longing for it. So you know it was a really good reveal for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Probably my favorite reveal of the entire week. But then after the PlayStation State of Play on Friday, we got Summer Game Fest, the event that we had been anticipating for quite some time. They do it every year. It's basically like the precursor to the Game Awards. It is the showcase we get in the summer before the Game Awards comes in the winter. And I go back and forth on how I felt about Summer Game Fest. I gave it a score of like a C. I said it was mid, but I don't want to conflate that with being bad. There were a lot of good reveals. I just think there were too many mediocre reveals in between there. But we did get stuff like Acts of Blood, which I just found out yesterday has a demo. This is like a new brutal beat 'em up type of game that reminds me of the game Midnight Fight Express, which I really loved, and I'm going to be playing that demo pretty soon. We got a new Wu-Tang game that it kind of hinted at a long time ago, but it's finally been revealed. Wu-Tang Mask of the Deceiver, something of the Deceiver. We got a lot of like new release dates. We got a lot of new announcements for games. We got some sequels to games like Atomic Heart, and then they also have another MMO version of Atomic Heart 2 that's going to be called The Cube. We got the new title for Project Century, which is like a beat 'em up style game from RGG Studios. It's now called Stranger Than Heaven. We got the Street Fighter 6 Year 3 reveal. I reacted to that in the Summer Game Fest live stream as well as posted my video of my reaction to the characters. I was underwhelmed by the way they chose to reveal the characters, but I am very interested in the characters that they dropped, and it was cool to see a bit of gameplay from Sagat specifically. So I'm excited for that. Check out that video if you have not already. And that was our fighting game reveal of Summer Game Fest. Then yesterday we got the Xbox Games Showcase, which I really enjoyed. I think the Xbox Games Showcase was really good. I'm a little more inclined to be excited for these games because a lot of them, almost all of them, are going to be coming to Game Pass. So I don't have to shell out money just to try the games, in a lot of these cases. I'm going to be able to just try them through Game Pass because I already have that subscription. But there were a lot of surprises within that. There was High on Life 2 was very unexpected. Grounded 2 was a pleasant surprise. The Outer Worlds 2 was expected because they did an entire direct on it, but it looks really fun. It looks really good. I'm still playing the Outer Worlds 1, so I cannot wait to finish that up and get ready for the Outer Worlds 2 coming later this year. And then the game that we're going to talk about today, I said in the beginning, I was like, I would like to see a fighting game reveal, but I doubt they're going to do a fighting game reveal at the Xbox Games Showcase because, Xbox is not really known for their fighting games outside of maybe like Killer Instinct. And either way, these days, when you make a fighting game, you want it to be on as many platforms as possible and not exclusive to anything. Even though Xbox doesn't really do much exclusives anymore. They do put all their stuff on different platforms. You just have the benefit of a lot of the stuff going to Game Pass. So if you're on Xbox, you can subscribe and play the game for free. If you're on any other platform, you can still just buy the game on the platform you prefer, which I think is the best way to do it. But we did get a fighting game reveal, and it was very, very unexpected. It was Invincible versus an Invincible tag fighting game. So I'm going to show you guys my first reaction to Invincible versus from the Xbox Game Showcase. It really caught me off guard. And then I'm going to come back. We're going to watch it again, break it down a little bit more, and talk more about it.
World premiere.
This ain't a world premiere, y'all. This is a world fucking premiere. What game could this be?
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Was that it?
Had enough yet?
No, Dad, not even close.
What the hell? Oh my god. What type of game is this? This is what they did with that Mortal Kombat 1 guest character money. I would love that. Like, you'll see a character come out as a guest character in a game,
Understand why I had to do this.
and then like a year or two later they have their own game because, you know, that licensing deal paid off. Oh, let's go, Eve.
Propose a third option.
Rex. What type of game is this? Is this like, I know it's not a, this is not a team fighter. There's no way this is going to be a 2D team fighter
Are you sure?
Throw you off this
with Invincible characters.
I'm.
This has to be like
I trusted you.
it's a fighting game. Oh, what? They're making an Invincible fighting game. Oh shit! Bulletproof!
All right, coming through.
3v3 tag fighting. I literally said there's no way. This is a 2D team fighter, and it is a 2D team fighter.
Might want to look up.
Yeah, nobody saw this coming. Is it coming to Game Pass?
I am ending you. I see it all now.
It's brutal. Invincible versus. It's coming to everything, but it's gonna be on Game Pass. What? Yo, I can't. What? What? Bro, at the beginning of this, I was literally talking about how I don't think we're gonna get any fighting game reveals. That was not on any. That wasn't on anyone's bingo card. All right, so now you guys have seen my first reaction for the Invincible versus fighting game. It definitely did catch me off guard. I think, like, okay, so at first I had no idea what game it was going to be. Then you saw a quick flash, and I was like, that looks like Invincible. That looked like his costume. Still, a lot of, like, cinematic stuff, a lot of the beats you get from the story. So I didn't know what type of game it was going to be. And personally, my guess for what type of game it was going to be, I was thinking something like Ultimate Alliance, where you get like a team of 3 and it's more like an action RPG, but you can switch between the characters, or you can use synergy combos between the characters to beat 'em up style, take on like waves of enemies and bosses. But it was a fighting game. It was a 2D tag fighter, which is insane. I think that, like, you know, whenever there's a tie-in fighting game, first you have to see if they really know what they're doing. So it's like, is this an arena fighter? Is this a 3D fighter? Or is this a 2D fighter? They seem to have gotten it right. This is a 2D tag fighter. It looks pretty good, and it looks very brutal. So I just want to see if it's going to live up to the hype, because I think there is some hype here. People have been talking about this game, and I can't say like this is going to be the next household name in fighting games, you know, because fighting games and general gamers these days have pretty short attention spans for these games. They'll play it for a couple weeks, maybe a month, and then they'll kind of move on to whatever is the, you know, next big thing, new hotness. And with a lot of new fighting games and new tag fighting games coming out, this one, Marvel Tokon 2XKO, our attention span is going to be kind of all over the place. So it's going to be hard to keep a player base, but y'all know me. I love collecting fighting games. I do a series called New Game Alert where we specifically just randomize every fighting game I own so that I always got to stay on my toes. And I would love to add this one into the catalog. There's also the Hunter x Hunter fighting game. I got the demo for that. Haven't played it yet. But like, bro, like there's just so much stuff, right? There's so many things. So let's check this out again. Let's look at it one more time, and then we're gonna, I would say break it down, but I don't know if there's much to break down. I like the art style because like at first here had no idea what this was, but I think it's a good adaptation of the of the comic book style into like a newer 3D rounded style, you know. When I saw Skybound, I was like, there's no way.
Dad, not even close.
And then so when they start the gameplay segment, I'm pretty sure they hint at Omni-man and they hint at Rexplode, but I don't think they show any gameplay from Omni-man or Rexplode in that gameplay segment. That is crazy what they just did there. Also, obviously, Omni-man was just in Mortal Kombat 1, but I don't think that this game is going to play anything like Mortal Kombat. It doesn't look dial-in strings.
Why I had to do this.
It looks more like your traditional tag fighter where it's link combos, I want to say. Something more like Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, which I really like. I like Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I think it's sick.
I'm not your son anymore.
Look, right here, when they showed that 2D look at it, I'm like, wait, is this a 2D fighter? And then they get into the 2D fighting. So yeah, we see Bulletproof. We see, I forget the name of the chick with the braid. Oh my god, even though she does look kind of sick. But I don't think they show any Omni-man or Rexplode gameplay. So I'm excited to see what other characters they're going to get. Because this game has like a crazy potential roster. Robot, Monster Girl, Shapesmith, some of the original Guardians that got killed, Darkwing, Damien Darkblood. I would play that dude. Also, there's a potential for another game where Spawn can be a guest character. I'm gonna just put that out there. Spawn could be a guest character in this. They have done collaborations in the comics before, so it's possible. It's possible. I get like there's probably some other Image characters that could also make good guest characters, but Spawn is the first one that comes to my mind. These look like super moves, obviously. Oh my god. Super moves, but also like finishers. Like I would doubt that if you do a move that knocks your opponent's head off, that they're gonna just put it back on and get back up. So maybe there's a mechanic where you get a super dramatic finish if you use your super move to finish them off. Maybe there is some sort of brutality fatality mechanic. I'm interested. You don't get a lot of very violent fighting games except for the one, you know, the one we all know and love, Mortal Kombat. They don't really have much other graphically violent fighting games. A lot of them are stylized to be a little more family friendly. I'll just say that. Killer Instinct was, I don't think, there's not really like blood and gore in Killer Instinct, right? Like it has violence in a sense, but I think blood and gore is kind of unique to Mortal Kombat and then like maybe some older fighting games that don't exist anymore, some other franchises. But I'm glad that it's coming somewhere else in another game. I like the fact that you get battle damage. Your suit gets messed up, you get blood splatters. Well, actually, I'm hoping that your suit gets messed up and that this is not just like a variation of the suit for Invincible, because he's the only one that's actually like taken suit damage with the broken goggles and the rips and stuff. I would love to see that across the board with the characters and not just the sort of blood stains. But it looks fun. It actually looks fun. I cannot deny that it looks fun. It's coming 2026 to Xbox, PC, and xCloud. I don't remember if that means that it's going to be Game Pass or if it's one of those games, because nowadays there are games where you buy the game and you get access to the game on cloud. I think they said they're expanding that and they're going to do it more often with more games. I don't think it mentions Game Pass, so I'm not sure if this is going to come to Game Pass or if this is just going to come to cloud. It looks like 2026 is actually going to ramp up to be another big year for fighting games. We're going to get 2XKO this year, hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully there's no delays or anything. So 2XKO is going to probably wrap up this year, but then next year we're going to get Invincible versus, we're going to get Marvel Tokon, and who knows what else. You know, there are probably still some surprise announcements that we don't know about coming that I cannot wait for. We still have Gamescom, which is coming next month, and then we're going to have the Game Awards at the end of the year. And I think those are the only major ones, but we don't know what the next like PlayStation showcase could hold or Nintendo Direct. I don't really expect Nintendo first party fighting games to really matter, but they do exist. They are a thing. Like if another Smash game gets announced, everyone goes crazy. I gotta admit that. Like the other games like ARMS and stuff like that have little to no effect on the FGC, but if another Smash game gets announced for Switch 2, it like time kind of is gonna stop for a second, and a lot of these other fighting games are gonna have to switch to. Smash. The next Smash game is like GTA 6 for Nintendo Switch, basically. So I'm gonna be excited whenever that announcement comes. But then again, who knows what else we're gonna get? But that's gonna be it for this reaction video. Boom, do me a favor and hit me with the 3-hit combo. I need you to smash the like button like Invincible, spear the subscribe button like Adam Eve, and kick the notification bell like Bulletproof, I guess. If you are excited for the Invincible versus fighting game coming next year, then let me know. Hit that like button, comment down below what you're excited for. Which characters do you want to see? Because this game has a potential for a lot of really cool characters. I cannot wait. Like, the show in just a couple seasons has introduced a lot of really cool characters, and then the comic book has introduced even more. So I'm really excited for where this could go as far as the roster. I think that's going to be the most impressive part of this game, and another game that I'm excited to see reveals for. I can't wait to see more Marvel Tokon reveals. I can't wait to see more Invincible versus reveals. Bro, 2XKO, like, give us something, please. Fight back. We're still really excited for that game, but people, they're coming in, they're eating your food, my guy. You've got to do something. You've got to say something. Like, please don't let them come in and eat all your food. But that's going to be it for this one, you guys. If you're not excited for Invincible versus, let me know why. And yeah, tell me, is this a game that you are going to play? Are you excited for it? Are you interested in it? And would you like to see me play it on New Main Alert / New Game Alert? I probably will. But that is going to be it for this reveal. Check out my full live stream of the Xbox Game Showcase. It was actually really good. And the Outer World 2 Direct, and then also the Grounded 2 Direct that came after that. Check out my live stream of Summer Game Fest. Check out my reaction to Marvel Tokon, my reaction to the Street Fighter 6 Year 3 DLCs, and my gameplay of Elena in Street Fighter 6 Season 3. And I will be back on Friday with another new video, and we're going to be live streaming next weekend. Saturday is going to be Mortal Kombat 1 Top 8 at CEL. I'm also considering doing another bracket reaction on Sunday, but I will definitely be there Saturday. So I cannot wait to see you guys there. It's going to be an insane bracket, and fighting games are still going strong. But that is going to be it for this one, you guys. Tell me if you feel me, and I will see you next time in another new one. Peace out. And Sagat. What? Okay, show us the actual characters, because this live action is not it. Oh, they're showing gameplay! Sagat gameplay and the new stage? He actually looks sick.